many train lines and things.
Yeah, bus.
So bus and bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
I have to drive here because I have so much stuff. I have literally 10 bags of stuff. But
The staff here is so easy to work with.
they're wonderful.
And everything about this building is just,
It's a dream. I know, that's why I was like, if I can get a space in here again.
It's really nice.
it is a dream.
Yeah, and if anyone, so restrooms are right around the corner. If people want to go use the restroom, feel free. There's also some water back there. I do have some emergency snacks if people haven't eaten, but we're going to ask you to go outside and have a snack, so keep our masks on in here, except if we're being interviewed or speaking to the camera. So we're going to be live streaming, and we're also filming. I'm going to check all of you in.
Yeah, and we are streaming now, so
We're
on.
live right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say hello.
And where you were standing was perfect.
Right here?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. We are Happy International Women's Day. We are here back in the Eden Hotel after exactly 2 years. And some of you remember we had a workshop here, our last Sari workshop with actual wood blocks and paint. It was 2 years ago, March 2020, right before the lockdown.
Yeah.
And back then we didn't even know about masks and things, but we had heard about the pandemic, and I remember I was trying to space all of you out. We had sanitizer, but anyway, I'm very excited. And then we were supposed to have a big film screening here, March 31 of 2020, of the Rapture film, and that was all canceled. But we have made it through 2 years, and we've had a lot of public engagement on Zoom and on outdoor spaces, and we are here. So I'm very excited to be here for International Women's Day. And I'm going to just sign everyone in, and then we're going to get started. I have Stephanie here. Checking in. Okay, I'm going to have Stephanie. Those of you who haven't been here in a while, I need you to sign a waiver because you're being filmed. I'm going to give one to you too because you're being filmed. So, these. I don't have one from you. Maybe I don't have one for a while. Okay. Thank you so much. Just put one, I suppose. That's fine. So we are filming, as you know, this project. There are films. Hello, Julia. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. I'm happy Women's Day. Find a seat anywhere. We're spreading out. Maybe over there.
I'll start here.
And I'm going to give you another. I'm going to sign these before I give you these. Here we go. So we are going to be, we're waiting for more people to arrive. I know Philip's on the way. And just wanted to say that, it's really nice to be together again, not just on Zoom. Also, I don't know if all of you know, International Women's Day is a huge thing around the world. It's not something we celebrate as much in the United States, unfortunately, but it's a huge thing in Bangladesh. All kinds of marches happened and all kinds of workshops. And the Women in Kathakali, where I just came back from, had an event and discussion about women and gender, and that took place. I mean, because of the 11-hour time difference, it happened last night for our time. But so it's something that's I'm happy to see it's being celebrated more in the U.S. as well. So this project, Storytelling with Saris, has been going for 10 years almost now, and it's really focusing on gender and environment. And we have all our women collaborators in Bangladesh, and I have a picture up of them. Yeah, we're starting. It's 11:06. So this is the original group of 12 women that I started working with back in 2012, 2013. And it's one of them right here, Hasina. She sadly passed away during the pandemic, but the rest of them are alive and well. They're not all, one of them, a couple of them are no longer in the project because they've moved away or are doing other things, but I think 9 of them are still in the project, and we have a couple of new women that have joined, so we still have about a dozen women involved in the village in this project. And this is a picture from way back then, and you'll see that some of the saris I pulled some of the original blocks. The original onion block of mine is on that sari back there. So mostly these saris have new wood blocks on them, but some of the old ones as well. And for that's where the island is in the map of Bangladesh. The island is called Borobite Island. The village is called Katakali. And we're doing this workshop today. I'm going to take my mask off since I'm being filmed. We're doing this project for Women's Day, but the saris are also going to be part of the Sustain installation, which is going to be at the Line Hotel and the Unity Park in Adams Morgan. It's going to go up in June. That's this little sketch of what it might look like with aqua and fuchsia saris. And a bunch of you were at the very first workshop we had in November in Unity Park where we wrote poems. That's the team here. I'm Monica Jambos. Curator Sarah Tangi is here. We've had a guest presenter, Gio Edwards, for some of our Zoom workshops. He's an herbalist. We have Paris Preston doing photography and live streaming. And then, of course, we have the whole team in Washington and Katakali Village. Many of your names, those of you who've been regularly involved are actually on my website on the Sustain page. And we have, everyone's getting paid for their time, and we have community partners at Morbid Line. Also, this Eaton Hotel is a community partner now. Now that we've got space here, they're also a community partner. So, as you all know, we're going to be doing, we've been doing writing and poetry a lot during the pandemic because it's been hard to do woodblock and painting. So we're covering the saris in writing and woodblock. And there's going to be at least four days of public engagement with ceremonies, poetry, film screenings, artist talks, discussions about urban food and sustainability. That's going to be in June. That's the location of the place. Some close-ups. Again, I wanted to mention it's been 10 years. One of the reasons the project Sustain is this project, the overall ongoing project, Storytelling with Saris, has been going for 10 years. And we've been in sustained engagement for a long time. And just a few images of some of the things we've done recently. This was last summer with white saris covered in poetry. In Adams Morgan, the DC Art Center. This was called Concrete Dreams. There's also sculpture on the streets. And that a lot of you worked on the poems and the saris and recited poetry. And then a couple of years, there's Sherry. In that picture, that was 2019 at Anacostia Art Center, and then that was last year, 2 years ago, 2020 in Georgetown. And then this is again back to Anacostia, the pink saris. And this was at the Line Hotel, actually. I believe this was a Women's Day workshop, 2019. Yeah, it was upstairs. Not the Line Hotel, the Eaton Hotel, this hotel. Yeah. And then here's part of the team in Bangladesh. Hey, Rob, come on in, Philip. Rob, come on in. Grab seats. Spread yourselves out. Welcome, welcome. Philip, you want to go down here? You need to have like at least 3 people. Philip, you want to come? Or actually, you could be here if you want to go. We'll move it a bit. So there's a little bit about the time frame. We're going to have our next in-person workshop, hopefully here on Earth Day. So those of you that are here today will get first notice to sign up. So do sign up when you get the link, because then after a few days, I make it public to the broader group. Hey, Pat, do you want to take the third table over there all the way over? And grab this chair. Here we go. Actually, there is a chair. You can move it down. And then we're planning to do, so a lot of us have been on Zoom workshops. We've been doing some planting with Joe Edwards. He mailed us a couple of plants from Detroit. Unfortunately, there was a snowstorm then, so some of them became half frozen. But we've been trying to plant things at home. Some of you got some grow lights. Some of you have gotten seeds from me. So anyway, the idea was, some of us are more successful than others. The idea was to get our hands in some dirt and think about growing our connection to the earth, even during the winter. And we are going to do an outdoor planting, hopefully in April at the Bundy Secret Garden, which is in Anacostia, right behind React Radio. We have space there, and so those of you that want to try to make some seedlings, from kale and other stuff at home, I encourage you. I'll also try to bring some stuff for other people that, are not so inspired to plant at home. But we're going to actually plant a little garden in Anacostia, and and then see what happens with that. Maybe people that are nearby can come water it. I don't know. We'll figure out something. But we're going to do that, and then we're going to have a public installation from June 2 to 7 for sure. We might extend it for a few more days, depending on weather and other things. And we try to make these workshops accessible. Hello, Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, come. Grab a seat. Maybe grab, spread out. I think we have a lot at this table. Maybe come down here. Okay. Grab a couple of chairs. Here, please use one of these chairs and go over. Thank you. So we've been trying to do workshops on Zoom. We've done some Zoom training. We've provided internet access and tablets to some folks to make it viable. When the pandemic initially hit in March 2020, a lot of us didn't know how to use Zoom. A lot of folks didn't have internet, didn't have tablets, and so how to continue our work and how to continue this community. So we used some of the grant funds toward accessibility, and Max and I reached out to folks, Max Glover and I, and we got tablets to folks, we got some people internet, we gave people training, and so here we are. So now, everyone here is able to use Zoom and able to access. We also provide ASL and other interpretation as needed. And this is a space of healing and respect. It's open to all genders, all abilities, all income levels, and so we want to make sure we're all going through a hard time, honestly. The world is at war. There's a horrible war going on in Ukraine. There is, this whole climate crisis, the continuing pandemic. We're all going through some very difficult times, and I know that we have different viewpoints, and sometimes things get heated, but let's try to be, as loving and healing and respectful to each other as possible. Because we want this to be also a space where we reduce our stress. So shake it all out, shake out your stress, and that we can have fun together. And that's our website and contact details. And I'm just going to share. I just came back from Bangladesh, as a lot of you know. I just came back from Bangladesh, and it was a good trip. It was exhausting, and these are the saris that I brought back. I put 4 of them out, and hopefully we'll work on all 4 of them today. So for Women's Day, we're going to work on the hot pink fuchsia saris, and on Earth Day, we're going to work on the aqua saris. And so these already have work on them from our workshops in Bangladesh. So you'll see I have new wood blocks down there. You'll see them. I can actually show them a little bit. I brought a selection today of the new wood blocks. So I made some drawings inspired by all the stuff that we've been doing together. I'll show them. To you all. I brought some today, and I'll bring some more. They're very heavy. I'll bring some more on Earth Day. So these are my drawings that have been carved out by my woodblock assistant in Bangladesh. They carved them out they traced my drawings, and then they carved them out on mango wood. So this one has a line of poem that one of you wrote. I think it was actually Maya Green that wrote this poem. I took lines from some of the poems and they made them into books. This one says, "Because I am rooted in love." So you'll see that is printed on some of the, it might be printed on one of the saris. There's another one here. This one says, "I connect with the ground." And then this one, I think this maybe is Dominic Green. The Greens came up with some nice poetry. This one says, "I am leaves." It's backwards, right? So when it prints, "I am leaves, I am branches, I am roots." And then we translated that poem into Bengali, and I'll show you the translation of it later. And then some of them I wrote Bengali words. So this says earth, mati in Bengali, and has earth and roots from it. This one is a wood block I made of women in Bangladesh planting rice. And then I think that might be somewhere here. And then pictures you all sent me of your plants growing. See these? Like plants growing from the seeds, the kale, and like little tiny things. And I did a lot of seed drawings. So like this one is a seed sprouting into a plant. This is another seed sprouting. And so anyway, so the idea, you know, is this concept. It's a very simple concept, but there are lots of fancy words for it. One word is unitivism, the idea of unity with the earth, right? That we are not just, you know, we are not just women and men and non-binary folks. We are not just humans. We're also in connection with all living beings and even non-living parts of the earth, right? The soil and the air, and that we have to really reconnect, especially those of us living in more industrialized and urban societies, that we really have to try to reconnect. And a lot of our, you know, and my family, my ancestors, my foremothers are rice farmers, but I myself am pretty disconnected from the earth. And so I've been trying to also plant stuff and touch the earth. And there's also this concept of grounding that we've been talking about, the idea of, you know, literally taking your shoes off and touching the ground, feeling grounded and connected, you know, like through our body with the earth. Like that is actually something that is really important to help us feel more alive, right? And like, we're all here on this planet, and we have to try to connect with the earth and save this planet. So these are some of the ideas that we've been exploring over the last, since November, in our Zoom workshops and a couple of outdoor workshops. And so we're going to do a little bit more of that now. I'm going to show you, before we do that, I'm going to show you some pictures. I just made a little slideshow. Let me see if I can get into it. I'm going to try to show you a few pictures from Bangladesh. I'm just going to show you a few pictures. So these are the little ducks. These are the women, these are the saris being worked on. We do everything outdoors there. These are the women. So, and you'll see I got some special colors mixed to go with our saris. There we are. There we are. We hang them all up to dry outside. This is the pink sari day. So we're gonna have a little pink sari day here. We're gonna be, and then, we gave, as part of this nonprofit that my mom I started many years ago, we gave 20 bicycles out to girls. And they were also, happened to match the sari. It was amazing. There's some of the green side. So this is the poem in Bengali that says, I am leaves, I am branches, I am roots. And I painted it with roots on it. So in Bangla, it's Ami Pata, Ami Dag, Ami Shikor. And that's a rice sari, a whole sari on the theme of rice. These are the blue saris. Drying. And so this is what the island looks like. On one side, there's a big river, the Darchira River, with cows. There's one of the girls learning to ride her bike. She learned. Here we are with our saris. Oh, this woman, Juleka, she's one of the original 12 women. She brought me, I wanted some greens, and she brought me greens that she collected. Yeah, and I cooked them. We cooked them and we ate them. So, and these are turolis. And here I showed them photos from our prior, I always pitch photos and take them, and they also, they don't have printers there and things like that, so I always take them a collection of photos that they can keep. These people are like off the grid, offline, you know? So, because we always go to the photo exhibition like that, very simple, just spread them out on the table. And then we did a write. So what I do, you know, I do climate advocacy workshops with them, so we did a writing workshop and we wrote letters to the newly elected local representatives, asking them for whatever the women needed help with. They needed help, some people were talking earlier, they needed help, they don't have a paved road. It's like anytime, and it rains so much now, or the rains have increased so much in Bangladesh, especially in the southern area. So the road becomes mud. It rained while I was there, the road became mud with like a tiny bit of rain, and it's impassable. And so these women farmers, they can't even like sell their vegetables if the road is impassable, right? So they wrote a letter saying we really need like a paved road, we also need more seeds, things that they need help with. They're coming up with all kinds of climate-resistant seeds and things in Bangladesh, but they often don't trickle down to the people down south. So, and then I have to say one of my proudest, happiest things was I took these women to the beach. The women there, okay, so it's Women's Day, so like most women around the world, all the farming around the world, especially in Asia, is done by women. They actually they work the land, and they are so busy taking care of the farms and their families and their animals that they don't get any leisure time. And the beach is only 16 kilometers or 10 miles away on the island. It's on the southern part of the same island. Most of these women had never been there. Only one woman had been there, like with me 2 years ago. So this time I said, listen, I would love to take you to the beach. If you could, I'll pay for it's expensive. You have to hire a motorcycle and sit on the back of a motorcycle. They sit sides out. And it costs it's a lot of money for them. It costs more than 2 days' wages round trip to do this trip. I said, I'll pay for you if anyone wants to go. First they were really shy. They were like, oh, we're so busy, or we have our babies. And I said, look, I'll pay for childcare. You can find someone. And then, in the end, 18 of us went on 10 motorcycles. It was the most incredible thing. And I took some of the Saris with me. We were on the beach. And they were like, oh, this is a big river. I'm like, no, this is the ocean. This is the sea. And they all went in the water. Anyway, these are some of the pictures, just from my film. It was incredible. We spent 2 hours. Anyway, and then on the very last day, we did some dancing. So after the beach, we came back into the village and we did some dancing. I'll show you another version. It may not work. I think it's too slow. But anyway, we did dancing and stuff. And I have to say, that was really interesting. So a lot of women don't have much leisure around the world too, and I think that is something to think about as well. So we're going to start. Anyone have any questions? Any thoughts?
I just wanted to that's the idea we should take them to the beach is so powerful. I just want to thank you for that, for having that idea. The simplest ideas are usually the best and the most powerful. I'm sure that affects them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, they loved it. It really was, they loved it, and they got in the water. Because when I went in 2018, one woman came with me, one brave woman came with me, and then in 2020, 2 women came with me. And this year I was like, hey, and I was like, no pressure, because at first I was like, well, we're all so busy, and they've never been, and no one takes them, But anyway, they loved it. So we're gonna try and so we're gonna let's channel all this energy of like moments at the beach. I know we're and think about our connection with the earth. And I know some of you have been writing poems with me. And what I was thinking is I would love to have some of the poems written on the saris, like pretty big, because these saris are going to go horizontally in Unity Park. So we want words to be reading this way, right? And then I would love to have some of you who already have poems, like write the poems big, like Ryan has a poem, Sonia has some poems, Demetria has some poems too. I know Philip, you have some poems. So I think, you guys can work on, if you want me to help you pick out a line, I can do that, but I also have to pick out some of your poems. Others of you, if you would like to do some woodblock printing, I can show you how to do that. I can also give a little, we do these 10-minute poems. And we have a little paper, notebook for everyone. You see everyone has one? Yes. And you can do a little drawing in your book if you want. And everyone have it? And so I'm going to invite people who haven't written poems as part of this project before. I'm going to invite you to write. We're going to give you a 10-minute break to write. I know, a lot of them haven't written poems ever or since high school, but it's to think about, you're writing a few lines. Pens? Yes, I have more pens. I have tons of pens. Here we go. And a whole bag of pens. Anyone needs pens? Does everyone have a little notebook? Anybody else need pens? Oh, yes. Okay, who is new? Everyone that's new needs to sign a release. Anyone who hasn't been here a while? Yes, well, you can sign it as a parent or and then, something Stephanie got one here. Check you all off. We've got Julia, you've got Dimitri, you've got Elizabeth, you've got Rob, you've got Sonia. Is Natalia Bednar here? Robin Ed?
I'm here.
Robin! Robin not here. You're not Robin, you're Rob.
I said, I'm going here. I said, well,
Is Robin here? I already got you, Rob. I know you're here. Is Ganesha here? No. Anyone here who's not on the list? I think everyone has signed up. Awesome. Yay. So I'm going to give a little poetry prompt for those of you that want to write it. Are there?
Here, I have another.
Some of you have already written a poem on this prompt, but I think it's a good one. Is to like think about yourself as a tree or a seed. And like think of your body, you're planted in the ground. And so this is the first prompt. And just close your eyes and think of that. And think about your connection with the earth. Or it might remind you of when you were a child and you used to climb trees. And just write a few lines about that. That would be prompt number one. And the other prompt, which some of you have done before, so I'm just going to repeat for you guys. You don't have to do this, but the other prompt is to think about the smell of the earth, the smell of soil. I know we're indoors right now, and memories it may evoke from that. So think about either one, and just write a couple of lines. It could be 5 lines. It could be 6 if you like to do couplets, and do that. And then those of you that have already written poems from before, let's think about what you have you want to put on the spot. Yeah, I have some of your. I think I have some of your poems. And then we can put them on the Sari.
Do you want to write a poem with me? We were talking about doing that anyway. So, what it asks us to do is think about earth, how it feels on the outside, smells. Just tell us what's
Whoever writes their poem,
Why don't we do that?
send me that is you.
How do you feel when you play outside in that yard?
This is.
So I'm going to write that down.
Demetria. I think this is Lava.
When you're out before, don't have
So think about a couple of lines from your poem. I am the God of my destiny, I am lost. My life is like a tree, the tree is very out. So Philip, I never got your poem. You probably have it. You have.
Well, I do have one with you right now. You have one with you right now. You want to see that?
Oh, yes, I don't think you sent it to me.
You're probably a little nosy.
I don't know, maybe.
No, you didn't send
You're
it.
having a little fall in
This
one
is
direction.
beautiful. Both of them are beautiful. So if you want to do the whole poem, we can. That's fine. You want to be down here. You know, your poem's Philip.
I play outside.
You can write your poem on the side there. All the way across.
Take a picture of that.
Philip, your poem. We can put you down there on that table, and you can write your poem all the way across. both of you. We can put you on that side down there. Yeah? Come. Yeah, come over here. We're gonna do 4 saris today. We want to get 4 saris and we have plenty of people. They're already partially printed. Look, this one has rice coming through. And it's got space. Yeah, so you could make it, and you want to write the words going this way. So it's going to be read this way. You'll be standing here. Sorry. So if you wanted to write it, you know, if you wanted to write it really big, with paint, white paint, or yellow paint, you could do that. You know, spend like this is just a so, and then sorry actually, well, it begins from here. So depending on what you want, you can make it really big and go all the way down. It's kind of up to you. Or you can start in the middle there and we can use this part of the line, you know? And so I do have
I'm going to read you what I wrote down from Sari. It's a poem. And if you like it,
you should write it big and change it. It's much more visible, right? You know?
yeah, we can make it Sari. Would you like that? Yeah, okay.
Just there, freehand.
I don't know if you would carve it or not, but I thought we could
But
put
make
it
it
in.
big, so it's gonna be
Can I read it
like
to you?
above eye level. So you want-
Happy, happy, nice. I play outside, and I like to see the butterflies fly around. In spring and summer, all kinds of colors, all different, all unique. Snow, I feel happy because it cold. Snowballs and ice.
Oh, you did
Do
it.
you want to add anything?
From your,
Well, we were talking about making a poem, and now you make it.
anyone with opening picture? Oh, here, got it. I think you should. Wearing white, and any color will show up nice. You choose. I think white or green. White or green. And there we go. And so you can do the
Okay. Great. You did a really good job.
Have fun. All right, so I got Philip started. He's going to work on poem on that big sorry over there. And then, what would you like to do, Sherry? You want to do some printing or you want to do some writing?
Do you want to write
I love
a poem
that.
on a Sari with me?
I love that. You want to paint that? You should paint it this way. Because see what it is with the words? So the sorry is going to be, sorry is going to be viewed horizontally this way. So if you want to make that, you can make that like
In the photos? This is their body. They just wrap it around their body several times to make a garment to
You
wear.
can use paint.
So they don't wear like necessarily pants like us or shirts, they
Do
just
you
wrap
want to
their
first
bodies
draw it out with a
in
marker
big
and put
draperies.
bits of paint in it? That's fine.
That's called Sari.
You know? Yeah, you can use some, yeah, then you can do that.
It's a different language, so it doesn't mean Sari, it says
All the way from the
English.
back, you know?
But,
I'm just wondering if you can visualize
Yeah, you have to do four stories, so,
lots
you
of
know.
so they're gonna be hung up in a wrap for people to see.
I'm ready.
How about you? What would you like to do? Would that be fun?
Yeah, when she has a minute, we can show it to her.
And look what I dug up.
So,
I had this image when I was riding my bike here.
sorry
And all
is
the trees
going
are starting to do their thing.
to be viewed
And
from
this
this direction.
notion of
You want to
see how
show
it
it?
lots of
Sorry,
climate action.
Just, sometimes if I'm gonna paint, I find
So I wanted to see, of course,
it.
these lots
You
of.
can put it, that's all your phone now. You
Check
can
this
do
out.
it with a marker, I have a marker, or you can do
Oh, I guess we should put your form
up to you.
Flooded road.
Hey, hello, how are you? I have, I think since the sari is dark, you probably will have to use dark things to show up, but you can also, too close to the wood block, like leave enough breathing space, right? We have, this is a big room, we have big saris, and we have lots of space. So careful not to cover, any existing decorative element and leave enough space. And also don't work on top of anyone else's work. And the one thing I tell people not to put on the saris is just, we're not going to put religious things on the saris, okay? And we're focusing on the earth because we want to be respectful of all kinds of beliefs. So that's, sometimes people like to write songs and things. Let's save that for, not for these saris, okay? So that's the only, and of course all the, they should be kind of universal ideas. So, hi. And then you can also draw on the saris with marker and with paint, right?
Not with a short artist, you want to just pay attention, get the image set up. So
Yeah.
picture one for it a little bit.
She's almost finished.
Yeah. And you stick a little close, and then you can change up. Make it about the page.
I'll paint it right now.
Take any brush knife.
All of the same.
It's sort of great, but it's
It's not all just the
Yeah.
first one in the class. Then we can write it on the start.
Oh, yeah, but anyone want to?
Oh, we're gonna come up, we're gonna be eating.
Okay, cool, let's go.
No, yeah. Where do you want to go? This story? You said we're lucky. This story.
No, they're all gone.
This one is kind of.
We're gonna go eat them up.
Right down here, I also got this great class on season blossoms. Happening on the trees of life.
Oh.
How do we get people to life? Great on the world, right? There you go, that's on this. I might try to work some blossoms.
You can. So let's, I think there's this one of the blocking on the middle, sorry. Let's pick out, it gets a little crazy if there's too many things going on, but let's pick out maybe 3 blocks to work on in the middle, sorry. Who wants to do, you want to sit, you want to choose one of the blocks? So right now we have on, and the sorry is reading this way, on the side, right? So that's connect with the ground.
This is the bottom, right? So
This is the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah. So this is the top.
And then this is the thing that says grounding, right? Some of us, yeah, funny, that we go to the end, and right at the end in this place. But anyway, so, and this is the first. So, yeah, so what we're going to go through these blocks that would give a
Branches.
Branches, I am roots.
So that everything.
You want to go on this one or the other? Pick a block that you would like. You want to try that? You can do it. You can do it. So then you can also green.
I didn't actually say that. I thought somehow they were the blossoms.
What
But
color,
we-
what color would you like? You got green color. Yeah. Yellow. This is like a really nice, that's great. It looks like a cupcake. I like cupcakes.
Yeah, really.
Well, they're not actually. Okay. They fall, they crack a little bit sometimes. Yes, they hand carved on the bamboo wood. I didn't carve them, I have only carved them drawing, but then I draw them on tracing paper. And then,
But it came out okay, I'm telling you.
then they get traced with pen onto the wood. And then that way the writing comes up correctly.
I can't figure it out.
And then, yeah. This, 1 or 2 people. I have to reconnect with them. I had lost touch. Last year.
But all these yours? The one? She printed,
I have to this one. That's cool because this one already has this kind of a block on it. So let's see, which way is it? Is there a direction on this? Sorry, I just want to check and see. Actually, it is. This is the direction of the sari. The words are down here. So we want it to go up like this way, right? Because people are going to be looking at the sari from this side. So, how would you like to put it? Where would you like to put it? That's one. That way you want to put it? There, that's close. Let's give it a little room. Let's move to the middle a little bit, okay? Because we have a lot of space to cover. So you put it here, you drop it down, and you go 1, 2. You want to try? Dump it a little bit. Don't hurt yourself.
Good job.
And then push your whole body into it. Oh. Try putting your whole weight into it. There. Mommy, you want to help a little bit? Yeah, I want to push it up. Then you take it off. Let's see.
Take it straight up.
There. Look how good it is.
Good job.
And then every time you print, you have to re-ink it, okay? You have to re-ink it. Roll it on every time. Put some more ink on it. I think, choosing from that's our, oh, wait, guys, what's going on? Are you adding more wood block to this one? Okay, I think we don't need a, okay, because look, it's already got a bunch of patterns going on. Yeah. Maybe you could do a roll like this here. Do a roll like this. No. Yeah, so we're trying to coordinate the saris before we do them. No. So do a whole row. Finish this off. And then this poem, this is going to be this poem. It's got a lot of wood block already on it, right? These two saris need more wood block on them. So decide on like 2 or 3 blocks for each sari and then stick with them. Make sure you have some sort of So you're on that.
Yep.
Yes.
We're going to go right back over there.
Can I cluster with you guys?
We would love that.
Right.
Know what to do? Sure. Okay. So let's remember to tell you that we want to get it. Yeah, you got it go in the right direction, right? And now that's how that goes.
On these 2 sides only, okay?
Wood block.
Yes. No, the middle one.
There you
And I
go.
want only
Great
3
job.
blocks on this one and 3 blocks on that one.
So let's see what
And this
this
is
is.
gonna be one.
3 blocks.
Nice.
This will be one.
Good job.
And a third one.
Yeah. Isn't it fun?
Okay, and then some sort of.
Yeah. And so, and we wrote a poem to the Oh, yeah, that's, okay, Colin is
It
getting this
should
one.
be
I
viewed
know.
from this side. So this is
Got it.
okay.
What's your name? What's Sasha?
I'm glad you can see. I should say that. So like space them out in some way. And then we can also have more poetry on this side. Beautiful, you're making like a circle.
Watch it. Nice birdie.
Very cool, very cool.
These are probably eventually.
So I want one of you to get it.
Okay. I'm gonna work on that.
No, we just need to share it.
That's Miss Dean's book. I'm gonna work on something.
Oh, this is fine. This is already been already.
I'm gonna say, it was just like a here, but you can work.
Oh, right.
Break.
I love it.
So that's what I want.
The smell of this book. Do the first
Here, and then I'll join
Why don't we
it.
move down the table a little bit? Cool. Okay.
You can do.
Maybe we could just do them like this.
I think we should spread it a little bit. We should think about doing a little more over here. Okay. Do you want to do that? Whoa.
But just
There you go.
do the first 2 lines of these. Awesome. This video doesn't really good.
Thank you.
So,
Nice work.
you guys are doing a great job. You guys are not have pain. Have fun.
Yeah. Pull it straight up.
Did you find it?
You did it. Look at that.
Wow, you had
Go for it.
right here.
Go for it.
Yeah, we did a really good job.
I don't remember. You can do a circle. Whatever to keep it to like 3 wood blocks on that, 3 on here, just so that there's something that, you know,
continuity.
continuity. I just,
That's so
Is this kind of
Plenty of tables.
This is also new. I think you got enough.
I have a little kind of cluster, that's okay, we have enough going on.
So how is your week?
All the stuff for another table.
Yeah.
And did you know on Friday, it's gonna be a new movie now?
I'm gonna put it here. And
And
then if any of you have written your poem and want to recite it, we're also going to be doing some poetry recitation.
On this,
Sure, yeah, let's keep them all facing the same direction up. Right, so let's keep it like that. You can put anywhere some sort of.
push down nice and hard. I know. They didn't need any encouragement.
Natalia is a good one. She's a great writer.
the next time I see my please,
Oh, really? Are you feeling a little frustrated? Okay, Sarah, I very impulsively did this. Oh, I love it, but I'm not sure if we got it the right direction.
It's okay, we can rotate.
I did it like this.
Yeah, that's,
But I didn't have
You
this.
know, we're gonna make
I
that.
do this all the time.
But you know, we can kind of make like a pathway.
Oh, I love that.
Talk about that first. This is one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I love it. I think the yellow.
No, I think it really stands out.
Yeah.
And she, you know, you're using it sort of what, bring it all
So we're meant to
together.
have like a little bit of a vision, I guess, for the area.
There's not even sort of poem.
It might be put on.
and I'm also going to hold
If you wanted to like, take a couple of diagonals.
We have a plan.
They're quite awesome.
So what direction is the correct direction for this wood cut over here? Is that upside down or is that correct? It's okay. So I can leave that like
You can weave it around. It just says, it says.
Okay. Pretty good.
Very nice, I like your leaves. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's like photosynthesis. I love it. I love it. Hey, your poem looks amazing. Yeah, you want to try it? I think I have a plan. There's a plan for me to get into it too. What about long stay? Do you over here?
We did the third one, so we're doing these two.
You bring those two, so
no, it's fine.
Isn't it cool? I knew you just wanted to take a little time off school. I'm sorry.
I don't know. And we want to don't worry. We're working a little too much.
That's great. Good job. Yeah, I think we need more of those.
pattern, or you could make a.
Nice, that would
Whatever
be
you guys are
nice.
planning to do.
I'm gonna do a little something here,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna pick up like.
There's gonna be a poetry contest for 6-year-olds, and I'm going to be like 6.
Did you already write your poem? Or you write it?
I'm using
So you can either declare.
Yeah, we just wrote a poem.
Yeah, you know, you want,
Right
you know,
on Sari.
I'm gonna be like,
Okay, let's put this aside and we can do, I'll get a marker. And we might want to make your poem just a little bit shorter to fit well.
Maybe choose a few parts.
Yeah, that's a fun part of the poetry process. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
How's it going, Rob? Oh, I love it. Green paint.
I'm gonna ask you yellow and white too, but it's gonna be like a drawing.
It looks beautiful. People are writing your poems, make them nice and big. Yes, I love it.
Liz, any inspiration for writing another, on the right direction? Oh, but, so down is just kind of making it. Oh, but wait a minute, before you do that, I think, so this is the downside. So it's gonna be home from that way.
That'll be the top.
So, okay, so we'll be upside down.
That's okay. That's not right here, because, you know, you can just like it. Not all of us are fluent in this language, so it won't
So, you know,
matter.
I'll do it opposite here, how's that?
Oh, yeah, you can do that, that's perfect.
Okay, so Natalia, let's edit your thing.
Is that okay?
Okay.
How's it going? How'd it come out? Let me see.
Found it.
She's gonna paint some. Oh, beautiful.
We'll choose a few
I love
pieces.
it.
Can I read it for you so you know, and you can tell me which ones?
Compassion.
Everything is unique. I like that, but I like to see lovely butterflies fly around during summer. That's pretty too.
Yes. Oh, that's, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
You
can make
want to
around
sound everything is
Yeah, you
unique.
can make a little circle. It says earth.
Okay, we can do the two things in two different
That's
places.
main planet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little N on my
Okay,
ground.
I love it.
Look at my little N.
Now, do you want to do the writing or do you want me to?
You want a poem?
So I just found mine.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we're gonna start with everything is unique.
Beautiful.
Start with P, actually.
Yeah, I had that.
Just don't put your arm on that.
What was it like?
You can do it either way. Pull, people when they write.
So do you,
Yeah.
So I was searching for the
Great job.
do you want to put it?
And you could do all uppercase. That might be nice for this because it's like a big word. So the next letter is V. There you go. E. R. Is it fun to write on this fabric?
Oh, the one that says I'm love?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was.
And then a Y.
It says I'm grounded in love.
Beautiful. Okay, and then everything. It's all one word. But thing is TH. Let's start.
How many blocks are on here already?
That's right.
Are there only two, there's only two blocks, there's already three blocks on here, so. I wouldn't add to this one, I think it's gonna get a little bit, maybe write that, though, if you wanna write it. Or write,
And then I.
Is there another block? Yeah, so I think put a line from your own. I'm not about that. Okay, so, do you wanna be, so Philip is working on his poem here. With your poem? How far is the poem gonna go?
Good job. So you did everything and then let's move like right here for the word is. Can you spell is?
All the way here?
And then let's use big letters over here for unique. And unique starts with a U.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my friends.
It's not quite U like that, it's just the letter U.
But it's English, the whole sorry.
Good job. N.
There must be an excuse for it.
Yeah, I don't know. here, I don't know exactly where.
I don't need a phone.
We sent it out.
That was weird. That's okay. And then
I can do wood block.
Want to know where, what, how, next? Just make a pattern, like if you want it to go that way, you go like plump, plump.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
There's like a boat and chairs are going in the way. Move this out of the way.
If there's a word in your poem, I could echo it somewhere else. Kind of stand up.
That would be so cool. Yeah. Is there a word in here that's really, really special?
It has a lot of meaning.
It's in the lobby?
That's great.
It's probably
See, I was supposed to say that, but so much, I was telling John, he's been quoting,
Yeah, just walk, just walk past the front there. Just like a building, on one side. Just walk straight to the back. and then come back.
Great.
That's beautiful. That's right.
I know, well, maybe, it was only have that in here somehow. Seasons is a good one. Do you want to do a U and an E, and then you'll have it? You don't want to get too close to that. I think so. E. Just E. Unique is U-N-I-Q-U-E. Good job. You did it. That is really lovely. And now, do we want to put butterflies? The word butterflies? Or maybe butterflies fly?
I think we should put your poem here. I know that these guys are doing stuff, but we're gonna put a poem. I think so. I think we need some words. Don't have to come over here. Okay. This is getting too many words.
You want something? I'm trying to work in my work.
Do you like cursive? My daughter's more like you guys with cursive. Oh yeah, you guys want more cursive. Do you know what cursive is? Cursive is when your letters are stuck together. I like that's like curvy.
It's kind of fun. Should I do something in maybe cursive? Yeah, okay. Turn it around also. The words are going the wrong way. Okay. And you're turn it that way. The Sari is from this side.
How about, should we put butterflies fly up here? Okay, I'm gonna do some of the letters because that's what it's reaching across. Is that okay?
Let's do it that way, okay.
Well, and then I want you to write your name.
I won't be able to read it.
So wait, what's happening? What's happening? You're switching sides? You can't switch to this side. No, you cannot. Sonia's working on this side. Some people have not worked at all yet. Sonia, come over here. Stick to that side. Sonia, come over here. People, stick to your sari, please. Okay, do not move on to other saris. You are the artist of your sari. You're going to sign it, and you're going to make sure that it's beautiful, that it works as a unity. Okay? Do not switch to another sari. Sonia, come over here. Sonia, have to. Sonia, rather than get a sign sari. Sonia, come over here.
There is a thicker one that's being used.
Do not switch because there are plans for each of these sides.
You're copying my yellow theme.
So they come over here. This is like the sari. Come over to this side. This sari leads from this side. See this? It says, I connect with the ground. We got the word sheep or root. Ranga. And this says grounding.
I think you could put a letter.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna. Here, do you want to
See,
do
look,
your
look,
name?
here. This is here. Just turn it around.
Let's not put it in the middle, maybe like
Tell me, why
down
is it
here.
putting up double? What's going on?
There you go.
Why is it getting?
I don't know.
Can I do it uppercase? All uppercase?
Sure, it's up to you. You're the artist.
No, it's fine.
You want to rinse it off?
I feel like it's a little muddy maybe.
If you're not liking the way it's printed
working, it's not gonna get better, you know what I mean?
What's the one that you see?
No, I just did this.
So this spot here, Sonia, we just call it right big, and you can do it with well, so this is the direction. This is so it's right big, and you can use either markers or white paint like the liquid or green paint.
Good job.
Why don't you choose something that fits for you?
No, I'm
So
so
I'm gonna keep this other marker that stands
Yeah,
out.
it has to be visible, so I think we use green.
We're looking for the word.
Oh, that is so pretty. And it could be a couple of lines, you don't want that to
Since we talk about brown,
What do you think about green?
That's right, I love it.
I think we need the whole.
We're having a pretty good time.
I think we need the whole thing.
Okay.
I think so that, you know, I know what I like, well, you know, do it like, Lydia did it with marker, and then you can go back into it and add color. Okay, well, here's green, you know, because it's a pretty long brown. It's a line of it, you know? So what here, maybe some marker.
Yeah, a thick one, how thick? So they're very thin or they're very thick?
Yeah, I've been looking for.
Sounds like she said multiple colors.
The black one's right there.
Oh, okay, cool, thank you.
This
This is writing, she's gonna draw a tree over on this side.
Perfect, perfect.
Let's see if we can find a brown.
You know, great copy editor, I'm gonna fix seasons change, why don't thank you.
Sure.
Sort of a spin on like the whole,
Absolutely, absolutely. Who wrote this?
This is,
Liz? Liz?
yeah?
Your writing needs to be a lot more legible.
That's why we've got the
So I
black,
can
we've got a
show,
thicker.
oh, you know, where she's.
Or you can paint in it.
We were just got the thicker.
Right,
We
marker.
found the
Okay, fine.
thicker.
Or you can outline it and put white paint in it or something. So, these are the
Thank you.
You asked me to go look at Lydia's all the time.
Okay, Talia, are you looking for a place to put your tree?
So she's using,
Okay.
I haven't found a brown, what marker did you use?
I used that, the navy
Those
blue.
are actually nice.
And then you
I got these too.
I used the,
And then,
Okay, great. You know what? There's a black one right over there. We'll hook this up.
If it doesn't work, then you can use this Brian, that, you know, the.
this one?
Kind of fun, is it?
Oh, I do a lot of lettering.
Was that one, not this one?
Let's see, yeah. You could make.
We know these works. That's how our pens don't work properly. So,
and just keep
check
shaking.
out, check out word. That's kind of cool.
I took a look.
So you can alternate or you can do whatever you want, but that
When
one.
you're done with the big black one.
Oh, sure. You know, it's always like we can use this kind of one,
It's
right?
kind of big now.
Good.
You don't have to make it that big, but bigger, right, is better than smaller. Bursting into blossom of kind of action. Oh my God, awesome, I love it. I love it.
And then pretty.
Okay. I love it. But keep them sharp.
Exactly, that's
We're
why.
gonna have cake when we have to read. Because you finish reading the poem here.
Yeah.
You could work on it.
I know, isn't it funny?
Isn't it funny that when you start, when you get
Yeah, I
into it,
know.
you really like,
Think too much, it doesn't work.
it's like, wait.
They're writing stuff here, but this area here, for example, needs stuff, needs some blocking. There's,
Nice job, Natalia. You're doing great.
this, the other
I'm
one.
gonna write change as a square triangle. Is that universal?
Yeah. It's mathematics, right? It's delta.
Yeah, delta, yeah.
You want to do
We've had such recent experience.
You're working.
Oh, I know. It's hard to say that in the same way. I
Would it work to have another blossom here?
It's always
Do you have a
like
plan or if I put another blossom here
before.
from that? Or you can use
Public
she put her poem. Good, do that poem. Go for it.
I'm just gonna, I'm just going over your letters to make them easier for people to see from further away.
And also this table is that. So I think and I did add something to the data. I think this is you know, yeah, it's all this one. But I think you're right.
Nice. Do you want to maybe color in the top of your tree so people can see it better? Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I do, yeah, I'm gonna stop for my second visit back over.
Oh, yeah. I love that you, I love that you actually announced that properly. Good. But you have such beautiful handwriting.
Is Monica a hashtag for this one?
This one's a pretty
Yeah, but let's ask her because I'm not always good at remembering them, right?
Poem here,
Where they ought to be.
soil. And maybe I just go to the poem here. And then we have this one, and I think that'll be enough. I think the guys can then who worked on this side can sign, where should they sign it? On the right side or the left?
I used to work for a organizations, and International Women's Day was like a
It could be signed here.
big.
This should be a good thing.
I love it, I love it. This is beautiful, this is beautiful. Okay, let's look at this one. This one is coming along too, from this side. She's writing the word earth, circle, soil, circle. We have a beautiful poem here about touch and smell of the soil. And then these guys here are doing,
It's okay.
these folks here are doing this poem. Blossom kind of action and blossom.
Yellow is here, some yellow down there.
Yeah, we're gonna try
Yeah, what is that dinosaur again? That was cool.
Where is, we need more work here. This is like, we need lots of, we need more work.
I'm back on the cheat day.
This is the side, and then,
You don't really have to wear a long
keep
shirt.
the yellow, but no,
Like,
but
I do
this.
a selfie with someone.
Okay, yeah, all the way to the end.
Yeah, or
Or
at least
something in the middle.
here.
Please put something.
You ever seen this?
Two in the middle?
Is your shirt? You see that shirt before?
Oh, yeah.
There is, but I think words don't work all the way at the end. You know what I mean? The sides kind of get because the images usually on both sides, and the words are kind of more in the middle. So, yeah, I will do more of, do one more there, and then maybe two here. And then I think we need more yellow on the other end, so.
Okay, should I kind of like just continue here, slide down?
Sure.
And I'll be in between you
Nice,
guys?
I think it'd be
Nice to have some yellow or
That's good, because it's carrying the theme of this.
It would make some more trees.
And I was saying that maybe we want definitely to put on the yellow down.
Yeah, now we can do that.
So come over here, this is the stars and you look at it.
A rainbow?
Yeah, I like
Make a rainbow
Is there a way to
show.
make it a little more even?
to mimic it.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I just
So I think, yeah, we can have a yellow down here.
Sort of bunches.
I think there's a
Oh,
That's why.
that's why.
Also, maybe
Okay, that's fine, no, it's fine. I'll just be more dexterous, what's the word?
How far?
Work
Yeah.
I hope it'll fit,
what? Did it rip?
but it'll definitely.
No, it's underneath, so there's sort of like straps that you can use underneath, and it's sort of a padding.
Yeah.
That's why it makes it a little even.
You can hold on the yellow down here, maybe, yeah.
One in here or here?
I think this end needs to go, or maybe in the middle one too. The middle of the.
You know what? My
Oh,
girl
no,
is back on
the same
Thursday.
step, the same step, the same step.
Yeah, you kind of bring the two ends together.
Yeah, you have both
She
in
has
the
the
end.
same thing going
And
on.
then,
Must be. What about,
is there a third block that you already
We have random new stuff, but, it's not right now.
okay.
We have a few already, that's what we have. And we're having a half day Friday, which works out fine, because we need to go skiing.
You're kidding.
Yeah, where do you go skiing? This lady doesn't. With. Still.
How about
Yeah, I
you?
just called the other day to make sure.
Wow, this is a cool one.
Really fun.
Can you go to the middle?
Yeah.
We've got words.
We're going to a lot.
Okay, it's easy, I know,
But I do want to try that out.
it's
What
got
does this mean?
yeah.
What does this
That's good
mean?
to know.
Oh, it's a whole thing. What does it say?
Everything is unique, and then butterflies fly.
And what's Tyla?
Talia.
Natalia. That's your nickname from Natalia. I love it.
She's signed.
Are you 6? Are you 6? That's why it says 6? Oh my God. So what do we think we should, what do we need to, we need here?
We're not.
So this my color?
That's your color.
Cherry, that would be nice. You guys have a
That's
color?
good to get some spring.
Yeah, it's when Dean won it for the last day. It's her birthday again. So we're
So maybe use some of the greens and the.
You know what? On our way to West, we need to not think about it.
A little bit of
There's
color.
a great place, which usually calls
Oh, that's all great.
You know this
No,
cheese
it's
place? It's like some of the best local cheese.
Oh, that's fine. I feel like I've had that pioneer cheese.
There used to be a farmer's market. That's a fun place to stop.
Oh, yeah. I know how to do a rainbow.
You do? So should I get you some colors and then?
How would you feel?
That was what I like my trip.
Yeah, sometimes we use them and not they're not asking to have it.
And I think it's good. Different colors that. No, the other one, get something like. Let me bring some over. I don't know if I can see.
That's what accident.
Hi, I'm just standing here taking your picture.
No, that's great.
Not being creepy at all. Let me get a picture too. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we should do it.
I love it. You know, my daughter makes this clothes.
Your brand.
Okay, I know. Okay. So we'll stand up this way? Okay.
So we can get one of all three of us. That's okay.
Tell us, Monica, which hashtag you use.
It's hashtag sustain 2022.
Cool. Sustain 2022.
They're nice and thick.
And we'll do a selfie. Maybe we face this way so we get some of the action. Don't worry about it. But maybe I'll do all.
Do a little rainbow.
No, I think that would be awesome.
And then, okay, we are, we still have 45 minutes. We are going to have 15 minutes. We're going to have a little bit of poetry recitation. So those of you that worked on poems today, if you want to take a few minutes to finish them off.
Yeah,
Those of you that already have poems that you've completed for today, I really do want to record you. Kaz and I want to record you reciting them. So we're going to do it from right here. We're going to have a little poetry slam right here. And the idea is, and we're going to record some of the say some poems. And some of them are going to be in the soundscape of the installation. So it's voluntary. Yes.
We need like a
Yeah.
picture.
You want,
I know, that's why I want to cross.
I want something like.
Try.
Well, we need yellow big things and
But then
oh, really? If you have room for a call.
Oh, absolutely, no,
Yeah, so see with her poem, if there's room, you could have maybe a little swoosh going through it, but only if it's different poems.
I love this. This is my favorite. Okay.
This one is.
Yes, this is my favorite.
Is that that's my little dog.
Make sure that it brings out the big one.
It's a seed. It could be a benefit. It's a blow up of a seed.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because I know this would be a beat.
It could be a beat too, you're so right.
There are words that I can't come up with, so maybe they can be painted.
Okay, Monica. Turn up the beat, not the heat. Turn up the beat, not the heat.
8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
So Sasha is coming, your friend Sasha is coming.
Why is 8 a Friday?
No, that's
Sasha's here. You made it.
Yeah, I made it.
When did you get here? A few minutes ago?
No, she's been here.
I missed the first hour of instructions. I'm like,
This is a free-for-all.
I love that. Beautiful there. No, I just wanted to get your color out.
oh my God, poor guy who like worked for me.
Yeah.
But this week he might get an offer.
Like from his
Yes. Because everyone has to be reassigned.
How you doing?
Like anytime anyone mentions difference, like being in the beach it's like, oh, now I'm understanding exactly what words. Yeah. It's really intense. I know.
Good, I'm just not listening right now, I'm sure. Am I gonna be in your way if I go with you?
Awesome, guys.
Can leave.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great. So not many people get a soft name. Yeah. And he's lucky to work for mom. Yeah.
I'm trying to recruit Ben Heyman to
We need fun.
So, we're just making a tight pop.
Because it's not.
Okay.
There's a whole line.
We just say nice.
Okay. No, I
mean, he said he was.
Energy. Yay. There's plenty of more brushes. Oh, someone wants water.
Nice job, Natalia, I love it.
It is perfect.
It is.
Very perfect, thank you so much.
Yes,
Good job.
we have artists in residence.
Right,
Guys,
you're such a team here, I love it.
just check with her about her words.
Okay.
Yes.
You never finished the.
Poetry is
I think that's in the way, you know what I mean?
Did you just write that or you wrote it?
If I wrote it like that word.
He thinks I'm almost poly workshop.
Before we started, we learned,
My feed workshop.
Right? Or at least stickers.
Stickers, she was giving me stickers. I like your necklace, Sonia.
Yeah, that's just noticed that.
I made it.
Oh, good for you.
You made it? You made jewelry. You have so many talents, Sonia.
I'm gonna put, let's see, where do you think we should put this? I'm gonna do a column here. Is that okay here? Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, okay, cool. There we are.
That's great. It's flowing.
It's pretty fun. Got a lot of things going on.
Oh, yeah.
You want to keep
Beautiful letter.
So for you, I did one of my first Zooms was for a red shirt, because Margaret asked me, and I was like talking about being a curator. Were you on that Zoom? It was all the people that had videos.
It wasn't really Aboriginal art under mask by any chance.
You put some.
Okay, okay. That's what it looks like to me.
Maybe we'll do it down here. Looks like we can use a little yellow down here. Okay, so where do we think we want to see?
That's kind of cool. That's Sari is crawling. You think this is over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 5 minutes, we're going to start doing some color.
Yes.
And I'm sure.
We're going to start doing some complications of all this. So amazing. This is the first time we're doing 4 sides at once. Yes. get her is the release. Yeah, everyone signed the release. I don't know if
Everybody
Sasha
signed?
Sasha, did you sign a release?
Do I need to sign one?
Do I need to sign
a bunch, I think, so, I mean, I can do that.
You didn't need to say it, that kind of silly. We're okay on words.
Beautiful work, Natalia, really. We're okay. We couldn't feel that even.
Don't you love the energy transfer?
Yes. I didn't know you wanted to keep it. Is your hand okay?
Oh, thank hello, I look good We're live streaming. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Did Sasha sign one already? You did, right? For release? No, I will.
Amy, you signed the release.
Don't you have to sign like 10 releases? Sign another one.
Well, at this point, is it an autograph or is it a signature?
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm gonna take a picture. Oh, I was just.
Somebody needs a pen.
Well, we found a green spot.
There's pens here also.
Okay, gotcha. All right, then we're good with pens.
There should be a pen lying around.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pens.
Okay, I am going to ask, is anyone ready? So I think Sherry might be ready.
I'm so glad that you guys really come.
We are going to ask Sherry to recite the poem from right here.
Super fun.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna also.
Oh, I think I should, huh?
Okay, I need to record you.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, give us time.
I just want to make sure we have your
We're
hashtag.
gonna record it. We're gonna record it, right?
Yeah.
So yes, so we have been writing
what I heard.
poems for the last few months on Zoom and in-person and outdoor workshops. And we are finally in person indoor today. And those of you that have poems, these are quick poems. They're not necessarily finished poems. But we're gonna invite all of you that are ready to recite, to come here and recite this poem.
I know it's IWB for, is there a quick description that I could give a colleague of this project? To take a picture of you.
This project, the Circle Story Project, is about words, and there's text-based art from the very beginning in different languages, so in English, Bengali, and other languages for other communities. And words are a way for us to express feelings, protest, our dreams. So, and there's been like 2 or 3 books about this project. And here's a couple of them. This is the one from 9 years ago.
Want me to reach that last screen for you? Would that help?
And the renewed book has a lot of poems in it. The original book covers a lot of the songs from Bangladesh in it. So I'm going to ask people to please be quiet. 1, 2. We're going to ask everyone to be quiet because we're going to record poetry now in just a minute. So we're going to be quiet. Karis, let us know whenever you're ready. We are going to get people to be quiet. Are you going to bring them out? Well, the mic is already pointing.
Yeah.
Is it a spot? Are you not over here more? What's better?
We just gotta be
be still doing stuff while people are reading?
Yeah, the people are going to be doing stuff, but they're going to be quiet. They're going to be quiet.
Really cool. I'll keep it wide then. Some stuff's still going on.
You can bring it in if you want.
I mean, it's 4K, I was punching, but I kind of want to see if I can get any of this. No, wait, never mind.
We need video for our thing though, right?
Yeah,
Do you want me to get it with my other camera?
Huh?
I can get
Yeah,
it.
if you can get some wides.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get the close up. You can do the wide thing still.
No, I need the close up. You get the wide. That's a wide camera.
Why am I getting the wide?
Because that's a wide camera.
But why do I need wide? I don't need wide, no.
Well then,
I mean, if the live stream is doing wide and you want me to come in close, I can come in close.
well, no. This is just for the stream and sound, not the video. That's 4K. This is 4K
Okay, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah. But I'll look at that.
Okay. So let us know when you're ready for
Yeah,
the
give me 30 seconds.
You guys are all amazing. This is looking so beautiful. The saris are like bursting with spring and seeds and yeah, and these colors are really coming out, and your words are activating them. So this is Sari. Sari has been working on Storytelling with Saris for several years now, and she's been working on poetry as part of this since for many months, but for sustained since November. And so, what would share whatever you want to share? I need your comments.
Thank you. I'll be sharing Connected with Compassion. Vaccinations here and there. Vaccinations everywhere. Broken hearts in despair. Some have been beyond repair. Let's immunize against hate and bitterness. Let's inoculate with love, peace, and unity. Connected with compassion, with love, peace, faith, help, patience, brotherly kindness, forgiveness, fruitfulness. Let us connect with compassion.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you, Sharon. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else want to go? No pressure, no pressure. Anyone else want to go? You want to do yours?
I can do mine.
So you come and do yours. So next I'm introducing Sonia Berry, who's also been with Storytelling with Saris for many years. And she's a poet and an artist, and apparently she also makes jewelry.
If I could just touch the energy and vibe, the world's intentions early on and worldwide, that moment when soil says, I'll have you as my bride, intense and enticed by glowing, gleaming waters, she affirms, I will feed your tribe.
All right, does anyone else want to do it? Natalia, come on, Natalia. No, Natalia is 6 years old. Come on over, and she's written something too.
Yeah. Okay, stand up straight.
Stand up straight to the camera.
I'll help you. That's right, we're just going to do it together. Okay? So Natalia told me this poem, and I am going to read it for her. We've been learning about poems because I believe it's National Poetry Month, so thanks for showing us how it's done here. So, happy, nice, I play outside, and I like to see the butterflies fly around in spring and summer. All kinds of colors, all different, all unique. Snow. I feel happy, a bit cold. Snowballs are happy. I like all of the kinds of seasons. Whether it is cold or warm, I just want to have a good time. Snow, sun, ice, and nature.
You were 6 and you wrote that? That's amazing. however you feel comfortable, stay. The chair here too. All right. Demetria.
The smell of this earth.
No, I think you want to go there.
Oh,
Go sit over there and start. You can
you might have to talk up a little bit if you talk so. Okay, please.
You can have a seat.
The smell of this earth, the birds flying overhead. I catch the odor of the earth. It reminds me of the playground, those summer days running in the dirt, kicking huge plumes in my face and in my eyes. My shoes and my feet are covered in ash. The rocks are in my socks, and with every step they dig into my soul, feeling rough between my toes. Thank you.
All right,
Anyone else? Phyllis, do you want to come recite the poem? Come on, recite the two poems. I don't want, or both. Up to you. And then Rashika too, Rashika, you can recite this one or another one. Okay, all right, Rashika, come and recite this. Rashika's coming next, it's Rob.
right here, Rob.
Come sit or stand over here. This is where the camera is. See the camera? You can sit or stand.
It's really an open mic. It's just that mic is everywhere.
Yeah.
The title of this poem is called Let's Grow.
Everyone, let's keep it down for a minute, everyone. A moment of silence. Shh. This is a recording. Okay.
The title of this poem is called Let's Grow. Grounded at birth, once I was born, my parents planted a golden seed. Now they watch me grow. As I rise, I realize there's a world outside. Staring at the tree, wondering when it will grow big just like me. So I water them as time goes by so they can grow with me just like it's my child. As they say, the world goes on and on. Now the roles are reversed, like my parents said with me. It's my time for me to help you grow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? The floor is yours. Anyone else? Sasha, did you write a poem?
I did not.
How about Stephanie? Did you write one? Anyone else? Pat? You're welcome to. Recite one if you want. Okay, cool. Should we sing? Sonia, should we have a little singing today?
I'm ready.
Let's sing.
What do we have?
I don't know what
Sherry is the one that gives me usually a song. Shall we do?
Sherry, what song should she do? Who's going to sing with her?
What's the
It's Women's Day. It's International Women's Day.
International Women's Day?
She usually does change.
I know, but maybe we're going to do a different one. How about Down by the Riverside? What's that song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great.
I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the river. I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the river. Oh, study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. Study war no Thank you.
Was that Carla? Leah Chaya.
And then the flowers.
I'm fine.
You started? We just did it? Okay.
Oh my God, it's coming out really
Is it?
Yeah.
So we have two words that go
Oh,
here,
sorry.
and they're gonna be in.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Stephanie, would you like to sign? If you want to sign, it's really big. You can sign it.
I'm gonna
Be on the level.
I'm gonna take a quick picture of the preview. If you stand right here, sure. And you stand here, then I'm gonna get the long. Yeah, or stay there, yeah, okay, just not make me, okay? Cool. Yeah. There we go.
You haven't signed this yet, right?
Look my way. Start getting a long view.
So if you would like to put your name next to your poem, you can, or you can just sign the Sari. This Sari would be nice to sign maybe here, on this end.
I actually have to get home.
You can get the pen.
We'll pick up.
Yeah. Over here.
Anywhere.
Well, I didn't try, I don't have.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna take a while, probably.
I can share with you what you want to do.
My picture?
We'll figure it out. Or I can do it, Mike. You do you have a car? Yeah, yeah. You driving fast? Yeah, the drop. She just went to
Oh yeah, everybody should wash your hands.
Because you need to do it, yeah.
When you're done, you wash your hands.
What time is it anyway? Okay, it's 2:40. You have about like 12 minutes. I have a meter, that's all.
Oh, you do?
When is your meter? Oh, is that one? Okay. I'm taking over your.
Yeah.
This is so fabulous. I'm loving these songs.
Oh, I'll go. You do. Okay, yeah, I just not talking. Okay.
So great to see you.
Okay, yeah, good to see you too. Way to work this International Women's Day.
So, everybody social media.
Yeah.
Okay, we need one more song.
I think I'll be there Monday.
It's gonna be later.
You guys are so cute.
Natalia, a little tired.
All right, ladies, see you later.
Oh, that's it. I like it. Putting light on it on top. I like it. Yeah. And then everyone, please sign this. I have to finish my flowers. Yes. Sign your sorry. Yeah, sign it. Maybe down. Where do you want to sign it? You want to sign on the right side or left side?
It's a little complicated.
And then move that
It's
there.
good stuff. You play with that.
It's time to almost stop putting stuff on the saris, okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you guys
I have no idea what
minutes and sign it. Nice. You're great.
Yeah, let me take
Yeah,
my
it's
break.
gonna
So sorry.
They're gonna be horizontal, bam.
So this reminds me of something that I've been wanting to do when playing as a license.
Yeah.
As an activity, Stephanie, I want us to have.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Meeting them.
That would be cool.
Like, have any idea?
Okay, people leave, I'm putting some
That's very cool.
snacks over here by water.
So you think you're gonna be with us on Monday?
I do.
Okay, it's not a really big deal. I don't want you to but it should be fun, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't been getting emails about the Monday event.
We need to huddle as a team. I talked to Molly today.
Yeah, are we gonna have it?
You can initiate that. But yeah, I was kind of like, I didn't get the emails. I was like, oh, you should. We don't have to play or anything like that. So we're good.
And then I'm gonna check everyone.
If you want to.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve. I mean,
You like who's on first?
You think, right?
You think, right.
Yeah. So I'm Liz.
Okay.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
Sasha.
I think you guys, were you at the,
Yes, we've met before.
The plaza.
Oh, that's cute.
doing stuff with Monica for years, just kind of what I can. But we all work for the same environmental group, so, and we all have to work for the same page, so we, yeah. So it's fine, you know, and Monica is involved, and so we want to support her, you know, the whole thing, just fun. How did you come to be involved?
Okay, I'm gonna start checking people out, although you can keep working.
Do you need to do anything before?
Yeah, I signed for Sari.
You signed this, give you our little stipend each.
Monica, I have to say,
You've
your
met before.
drop cloth is gorgeous.
Yeah, I was part of it. Yeah, which was super fun. That was really cool. That was such a crazy thing to try and do with the timing for events. But I loved being a part of that. Isn't it? So if I feel like I took the opposite and 5 more times.
They should all sign at the same end.
The same end.
Kind of an excuse.
Yeah, be nice.
So Natalia is 6 and I have another daughter who's.
Oh, you did? You guys have the date?
Oh, Talia did that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she just did it. Yeah. How did she get that? Probably kindergarten. She was in school this morning.
Okay, so I have names.
So I live up on the Silver Spring DC border, so my kids go to Rockland. Yeah. And then Sasha and Stephanie both. Yeah. I can't remember the name.
Sasha!
Yeah. Wait, you did Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah, so Stephanie is just allowed to live. She lives at 11 and right by the high school in Columbia. Yeah.
Thanks for your singing too.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've totally been to hearings, they're still dealing with lead and playing field and pipes and all of that. So, trying to do it.
Well, they're doing digging up the streets from G5, 5Gs, that. Yeah, this is what I got, about my target residents.
Just take care of the pipe. I think Molly is trying to pull me away. Oh, the markers? Yeah.
Oh, I need more. Okay, give me that. Give me that. Yes.
Do you think I should leave her or just, like, pull back? Those were.
You look great. You look great. Just sign the sorry now.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna find this walker, I'm gonna sign the sorry.
Yeah, I've got a marker.
Okay, no more. No more. No more. The sorry has to dry. Sign it down here. The people, no more page. People, it's never gonna dry. The sorry. No more page. Sign down here. Oh,
documenting this. I hope.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, get some good stuff. Yeah.
Some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll see it in the next documentary or thing
Yeah.
that we're doing.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Generate such beautiful imagery in the back.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. Well, have a lovely day.
You too.
Yeah. Take care now. Bye bye. Okay. You need to sign up.
Sorry, and then we can just take it on. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the science night. Thank you here.
Oh, you want me to sign that thing?
Okay, you don't have to pay us. Well, you can donate it back and take a book of something.
Okay.
Little kids don't get this. They don't tell you.
I'm gonna
You have to be 15 or older.
You know, I think, oh, is it? Okay. Back to the project. No, I heard, okay. Back to the project. All right.
Hey, everyone share this course.
Are you okay? You good?
I'm good.
You going?
It looks like he don't know.
Okay. You send it.
April 27th, yes. I'm gonna call you and give you my
I'm so
email.
glad you came.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so what to do? How could it have been like, 10 years?
No, it's special to you.
Because I have a new ruling that needs air. So this one is like generating air. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. We gave you some, now to try again.
Oh, you gonna try it?
Because the head is in my house, it's like that.
Hot. But I was like, we not, because also, I said, maybe if you can just, then, it would and then I said, we're not going to go over stuff today. We're going over stuff.
See you in the hood.
Yes, I'm excited. This is so pretty.
Wasn't that nice?
I'm gonna say, we're good. I think you go, I think I have a sign book. You have new books? No, I have a sign book.
Should I
You do? You have a sign book? You sure? It's on, yes, I do.
stop the streaming?
Take this original book.
What? Thank you.
Please pick up your side pens. Everyone is okay. Please sign. Pick up your side pens. And resolution. Happy picture. Thank you all. Happy And sign the sorry before you leave. Yeah, sign the sorry somewhere on there before you leave. Even though we're outside, sign it quickly. This is a marker. Sign the sorry before you leave. At the end when you work on it. Thank you so much.
Let me sign the sorry.
This was amazing. I'm so happy to be with all of you together today after such a long time. Okay, now who else? Who got down to keep it aside? Fill it. It's going to be a poem. It's going to be
Those are, oh, that's mother of. Say it again. Mother of. Million. Mother million. Yes, you know, like mother of thousands. This is like, the mother of millions.
But, I'm talking about
stop streaming?
I think all the books are gone. I think we no longer have them. I thought I had one.